Jewish tradition views every individual as created in God's image. That is why the Jerusalem Talmud teaches us, he who saves even one person's life, it is as if he saved the entire world. September 11th, to quote former US President Roosevelt, is a date which will live in infamy. 10 years after the horrendous terror attack, we are still shaken to our core by the enormity of this heinous and cowardly attack. More than 3,000 innocent Americans and people from around the world, including Israeli citizens Alona Avram, Leon Libor, Shai Levinhar, Daniel Levin, and Chagai Shefi, lost their lives in the course of an hour and a half. Thousands of families in the United States and across the globe, including Israel, suffered losses for which there is no compensation or consolation. If we reference our tradition, we can well ask, how many worlds were destroyed on that day? Those who attacked America on September 11, 2001, did so not because of what America does or does not do, but because of what America is and what it represents to the entire world. This can be summed up in two words: democracy and freedom, core values which both Israel and the United States share and so much value. Democracy enshrines the ideal of an individual's worth and equality within society. Freedom ensures that every individual possesses the basic rights of expression, conscience, and physical safety. Democracy and freedom are ideas which are the antithesis of those held by the mass murderers who perpetrated the atrocity on September 11th. They sought, and their successors seek, to forcibly establish, by violence, a world which will be coercive, backward, and devoid of basic dignity for the individual. A world where people will be forced to live in fear of organized and rogue government-sanctioned violence. Israel, which has unfortunately known all too well the terrible price that terrorism inflicts upon individuals and society, stands with America in its continuing battle for democracy and freedom. Know that we are at your side as you defend the core values of our civilization and pursue in righteous anger those who would destroy our lives and our societies. We also know that you are by our side. Yesterday, we once again witnessed that in our hour of need, America is always ready to assist the State of Israel. The government of Israel wishes to thank President Obama and all of the American officials, and you, Ambassador Shapiro, all of you who were involved in the bringing to safety of Israeli diplomats and their families from Cairo. These events served as just another example of the close relationship between our nations, encompassing all levels. Finally, a word about the American people. In Israel, we remember the quiet but determined courage of the American people that dark day 10 years ago and the days that followed. We remember the heroism and dedication of those serving in the emergency services that leaped into the carnage and inferno in the hope of saving lives, many of whom subsequently lost their own in the ultimate sacrifice. Israelis recognize the greatness and exceptionalism of the American people in the images and stories from that day. These are the images and stories of a people who will not bow to terror and violence. Israelis and Americans mourn together the loss, share the pain, and collectively continue to defend the future. a future where those who crave life and freedom will triumph over those who seek death and destruction. God bless America. God bless Israel.